Nice. I respect it.
It's Friday.
Oh, it's Friday.
That's right, it's Friday.
Oops, I did it again. I played with your Nazis, baby. Let's
Yes.
get them.
That's what we're...
Lots of Nazis, lots of vampires.
The word of the day, and you take this to heart, everybody, krauts. Couple of krauts on a ship.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say, sniz? That's not the word of that's the word of every day.
It's the word of the millennium.
That's the word of
It's
life.
a great word.
It's the best word.
We
is.
are going to go in depth about the movie Blood Vessel,
Yes.
which was released in 2019. It's on Tubi, like everything we review.
Yes. Basically, this podcast is just the Tubi show.
It's the Tubi show.
Slash, like, sometimes YouTube.
Occasionally.
And I'm going to actually do something that none of you guys expected
What are
today.
you doing?
Oh, let me hear it.
We are going
What are
to
you
institute
doing?
our first segment, GNN. What do you
Whoa!
What do you got for us, Mike?
Let me go on Yahoo.
Oh my god. Oh
Once,
my.
I wasn't expecting this.
This is actually insane.
While I'm loading up Yahoo, could we address the setting right now?
I actually thought we were just going to ignore that we were in a different location.
It's
the
a
whole
green
time.
screen.
We're not
Yeah.
in Brian's white-ass living room.
No, the background is a green screen. We are in Brian's living room.
Full
This
disclosure,
butterfly chair does not exist.
you see this bench right now?
It's very sick.
Are you kidding me? Full disclosure, if you see me scratching a lot, I'm just on drugs. Get over it. I'm kidding. I'm getting eaten alive.
And he's not getting eaten alive by vampires like are in
Vampires.
this movie.
I'm not.
I think it's referred to
Is anybody else
as
getting bit though?
the
The Stugats?
the stegoid.
The Sturgle?
Some Russian term.
The Stoyakovich?
Guys, wait. You're taking away from GNN.
Okay,
Oh, what do you got for us,
GNN,
bud?
what are the updates?
What we got? What we got?
Whoa. Khloe Kardashian reacts to claim that Kris Jenner leaked Taylor Swift's private jet data.
Oh!
Apparently Taylor Swift's, like, her carbon footprint is god-awful.
Yeah, I saw somewhere that her carbon footprint is in a year would take a normal human 500 years.
That just means that she travels literally every day.
Yes.
I mean, if I had her money. But like,
Yeah, but she's like taking a private jet from her home to McDonald's.
I got McDonald's the last 2 nights.
Nice,
like,
nice.
how late we talking?
Late.
What'd you get? Chicken sandwich?
The first night was the grilled chicken sandwich, the spicy grilled chicken sandwich, and then a large fry and a 6-piece. Second night,
Beautiful.
no grilled chicken sandwich,
Oh, no.
a 6-piece, a large fry, and the chocolate pretzel limited edition McFlurry.
Yo, I had that last time.
It's fucking the best
Lit.
McFlurry right now.
Really?
Well, I don't know. People that love like the Oreo one are kind of like sold on the Oreo or the M&M one.
M&M.
But to be honest, I have liked every limited edition more.
Have they ever thrown cookie dough in one of those bad boys?
They've done Chips Ahoy, and
Ooh,
that was
that
my
sounds good.
favorite of the bunch.
That sounds really good.
Yeah. The
Why
dinner-
would Kris Jenner leak Taylor Swift's
To throw
info?
because
Oh,
the other girl,
because
the
they-
one Jenner was getting in trouble for the carbon footprint. It's all about carbon
no,
footprints now.
Isn't it because like Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian feuded for like 18 years or something?
No, there was actually the one Jenner. They were making fun of her because she takes her private jet everywhere.
Alex Jones
Oh.
learns on witness stand that lawyers sent his text message to rival attorneys. You like Alex Jones, Shane?
Not.
You big fan?
I mean, he's hilarious, but
He is fucking hilarious.
there's a lot about the flooding in Kentucky or
I
something.
didn't even know Kentucky was a state.
Guys, I'm dying to go in the deep woods.
Literally, we need to go.
Yeah, me too. You know what else I'm dying for?
A ship.
Yo,
full
you guys
of-
will like this one.
Okay, GNN has gone way too
Last
far.
story, swear to God.
I doubt it.
Dolphins quarterback Tua, how do you say his last name?
Taglioluvuli.
How do you say his last name?
Irrelevant.
Tua, not happy his quiet marriage leaked, kind of disrespectful.
Question
How
mark?
about more important news? And so, obviously, we're recording this 2 weeks before this episode airs. But the big news that I want to talk about is that Jake Paul has canceled the fight.
I heard about it.
He did.
And do you want to hear my take on it?
Yeah.
Absolutely valid to do so. Now, I know you're going to say, of course, I would take his side, but what happens when your opponent is 16 pounds overweight
Is
when
that the
he's not
reason?
supposed to be?
Yeah, I
What
mean,
a fat
I
dog.
feel like if this was an actual sanctioned boxing match, they would have canceled the fight because don't
Yeah.
you have to make
I'll
weight?
tell you
He
what
was
the
supposed to
real
be
reason
200
is.
pounds. He was 216 pounds.
Crazy.
He's scared of Jake because he knows Jake's
Yeah.
a stone cold
That's why
killer.
he kept eating.
He's a stone
It,
cold
it
killer,
was
Jake.
fear eating. We all
See
know
him
about
at
that.
McDonald's every night.
Shaquille O'Neal sounds off on Kevin Durant's trade request from the Nets. He's not happy.
This is what's going to happen with GNN. It's going to count. We're kind of done already. I gave you your spotlight. And
I
your
asked for
silver.
15 minutes. Like
We're-
at least 15.
We are literally reviewing a movie with a it's set
Hold
in
on.
World War II time.
Yes,
right?
yes. Okay, we got to focus
One last
here.
thing.
Oh,
you
God.
want to keep Miles Teller without a shirt on? Dude's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
buff.
actually pretty
Check that
hot.
out. Look at the fucking phone. He's hot, right?
Well, I can't look
That's
at
a
the phone
doughy
yet.
six-pack.
Let me see.
No, he's probably not in a
That man just ate like a dozen donuts from Dunkin' Donuts.
His wife's pretty cute though.
Who's his
sure.
wife?
Probably a high school sweetheart.
Blood vessel.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
so this ship.
We'll get
Yeah, we got to move.
I actually have a lot to talk about with this movie.
Me too.
I really like this. Is a cool kind of movie. The concept is cool. So I love ghost ships. Just gonna say it there. I don't like Ghost Ship the movie,
I love that movie.
but I like Ghost.
What was that one?
Ship.
13 Ghosts?
No, that's a different movie. Ghost
Same-
Ship
same
is the
director,
one where they go
and-
on the ghost ship.
Didn't like them both. 13 Ghosts is definitely
Better, much better.
Ghost Ship is.
Hmm.
I don't know. Like I love the idea of ghosts and ships and together. It's
Yeah.
great. And these guys, they mentioned some text in the beginning of the movie. These are like British, not all British, they're all actually different.
They're like Russian, British.
Australian.
Australian.
I think the cook is like Italian or something.
Yeah. How did they all get
They're
together?
POWs.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what it is.
They're
Okay.
POWs from the war. They got, I don't know if it was some kind of a torpedo or something happened, but some of them just got, we escaped on a raft.
Yeah, or as I like to call it, my nautical terms, a dinghy.
I knew you were going to
Oh.
say that. You want to know you're going to say that because you're a ginormous cunt piece of shit, and you probably deserve to die 1,000 times over, but you won't because you always wear your hat forward, and that protects you like a lucky charm.
How, is your shit real straight right now? God
Yeah,
damn,
straight.
dude.
That's a straight set I
Wow.
have.
Okay. Well, that was a lot to take in from Brad.
I don't want you to die.
Yeah,
Never.
this just got really dark. Speaking of dark, it's nighttime. We're
He
going.
wants that. He's asking for that, and you're going to get that. What are we drinking?
Why did
We're
that
drinking-
take him so
We are
long?
drinking from a local brewery in Carlstown, New Jersey, Bolero.
Bolero Snort Brewery.
What do you got there?
Well, I got the Calf Life. It's a sour,
It's fruited
sour. It's actually very good.
Tangerine and lime?
Yeah.
But you never had that flavor before.
What is that called? The Wave Grade?
Grazer.
The Wave Grazer. I'm drinking
Grazer.
Fort No Nonsense IPA from Glenbrook Brewery, but
Oh,
we're not
so
reviewing. We're not reviewing craft beer. We're reviewing. We will never get to the movie.
We're barely
We're
reviewing Blood Vessel.
Talk about it.
I was going to until GNN took half the episode. So
Okay,
basically,
keep going.
this group of POWs is going to find a Nazi ship, and they're going to get on board. But the captain is going to have a little mishap.
He's gonna die. He can't. Like everybody gets on the ship. Number one, they even know like, oh, this is a ghost ship.
Yeah.
They literally say it, and it's interesting because they all get on board. It's very difficult to get on board, but the captain, the ladder breaks to get on, and he cannot secure his hand to catch one of the other people that are on the ship, and he kind of falls down.
And he gets, as I like to call, Steven Seagal, an executive decision. Main character, gone instantly. He gets propellered.
Have I seen that one?
Executive decision?
I've
It's
seen
the
a
one
lot
where
of
they're like
Seagal.
going onto a plane and you think Steven Seagal's the action hero and he actually dies before they get onto the plane.
Really?
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't
crazy.
seen that.
It's back in like the 90s when Steven Seagal wasn't a asshole and actually could die. Now it's like he can't be touched at the age of 70. He's the martial arts expert.
That literally that video of him just taking out people
Yeah,
in like that are learning martial arts. Like he doesn't even touch them.
yeah.
It's a touchless takedown of like about 1,000 people.
They run at him and with his mind, they flip over. He's that good.
He's literally so great.
I love him. All right, so now we are on this ghost ship without a captain, and there's just a giant Nazi flag on the ship.
And the only person I can tell you that I know from this movie is the lady. Her name is Miss Prescott,
Yes, Miss Prescott.
and plays Oslog in the History Channel TV show Vikings. If you watched it, That's the only act. But I do think that everybody else does a pretty good job.
Yeah.
They all have good personality.
This is probably the highest budget movie we've reviewed on Final Friday.
Probably.
And it shows because the acting is good.
The acting is good. It's quality. And each character, you had like the douchebag Italian cook.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very true because we all know from this podcast, because we've informed everybody that number one, cooks are chain smokers.
Yeah.
That's a
And
fact.
number two, they're ginormous cunts.
It's also a fact. I've seen Hell's Kitchen.
And, you have the Aussie.
Yes.
You have
The British nerd.
the Russian, he's a POW himself.
Yeah. He's a POW to the POWs.
Exactly. They don't trust him. And can we just talk about, he's a war, and when I mean like a war, I want to say the word vanguard.
Yeah.
This man used a sniper to shoot far distance a little rope to secure them to even get on the boat.
Yeah,
They
no.
wouldn't get on the boat if he didn't
That
shoot
was
the
actually
rope.
sick.
to
He
get
was
them
my
on.
favorite character.
That was sick.
He was either him. Actually, the two characters that lasted through the movie were my favorite characters.
Yeah, they were really good characters. The only character I really didn't like was the British numbers guy.
Oh yeah,
Faraday. He was annoying.
It was very annoying. I think that his character was annoying. He was holding out on them in terms of food. He was a weaselish character,
Very Weasley.
but he was apparently in terms of the war, he was big on code cracking.
Yes.
So he was like a very big piece to the war, but he's an annoying scumbag to everybody else.
Yeah, no, he was the worst.
I love though when they get on this ship and they're all like jibber jabbering, talking,
Yeah.
fighting, because they're not like they're a ragtag crew of people that don't really know each other.
They don't
too
really
well.
like each other.
No, I guess Miss Prescott's the peacekeeper,
Yes.
but the Russian guy, who is probably the best character of the movie, just to be honest, mentions that we're jibber jabbering. How about this? That no one realized. Literally, no one has come in a Nazi warship
Yeah.
to find out, and we're literally little bit of this, little bit of that. I'm better than you at cards, and I can swim better than you, and you suck in bed and stuff.
Yeah, it's wild. I don't know how any of them know any of that,
We-
but they
yeah.
just keep going at each other about it. So they're going to start to explore the ship.
What was that? What did you say at the end right there?
Nothing.
Jibber jabber?
Great.
Jibber jabber, GNN, jibber.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, so they're going to explore the ship. They're going to start eating some food. Some of it's like 2 weeks old, and he's like, it's the best food I've had in a while. And this is when they're going to find the little girl in a gas mask.
I think it's the Russian. Someone sees the
Yes.
little girl, doesn't say anything at first, and then she makes a whelp
Yeah,
or a ill-intentioned moan
yeah.
to get their attention, but like she scurries away.
Scurries away. And now the chase is on.
The chase is on.
And they're going to eventually corner her in a corner. And,
Corner image.
yeah, thank you. And they're going to, Miss Prescott's going to creep in. She's creeping in like this. And I'm doing this because her hand's going to get bit up.
Yeah, it bites her, and you don't want to get bit. Her name is Maya, right? The little girl?
Maya. Yes, Maya.
You will soon find out that this bite over time will take effect. I mean, you obviously know if she's going to get bitten, the bite would not be meaningless, and it isn't.
Are you just like investigating his watch?
This is called a freestyle
Is that
watch.
a new watch?
It's a new watch. I've been doing a watch thing.
I like the watch thing. I've been thinking again a watch.
It's not bad. I mean, the thing is, it's like, I know I can tell time on my phone, but like, I can do that, but like, real quickly I can be like, oh, that's what it is.
I kind of respect it. It's a lost art telling time.
And I tell people that I told them because I have a watch. So that's the cool part.
Yeah.
Okay.
You like flaunt
Did you
it.
guys get that from down the shore?
No, Freestyle Watches. It's a website. They sell cool different kind of watches, and if you can just get the watch itself for $60.
Ooh.
But you can get these different clips to attach onto it for like 15. They have a lot of cool different clips.
Ever the salesman.
I'm a salesman for companies I don't even really. I just
Did you guys get me anything from Wildwood?
No.
I got you Harmony.
Did you get me fudge like you always get?
Can I be honest with you?
Did you even consider getting me fudge?
I actually never had an opportunity to go into a fudge store.
I believe that.
That's actually true.
Yeah, occasionally.
I've actually never went to a fudge store. I never saw saltwater taffy, or fudge the entire
I think this is the
vacation.
first time you've come back from that place.
Fudgeless?
without Fudge.
Yeah.
True. But what I will do is your birthday's coming up in a few days,
2. At the time of recording this.
and I'm going to not only get you a birthday gift a little
Please
bit.
don't.
Well,
Unless it's
I'll
fudge,
take you out to Tejas, though.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm in.
Jen much. And then I'm going to get you a small gift also.
That's so cute. It's so cute.
I'll tell you what, though. The lack of fudge. You know how we're in your recording in your living room? I usually, like, when
Lunch?
you guys, like, you know, invalidate me and my feelings in my life, I move to the floor.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to sit next to either of you.
You can't do that here.
I would do it now, but I can't because we're outside.
And you probably would get eaten alive by mosquitoes instantly.
That's already happening, so
But at least
we're
you're
good.
on the butterfly seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Did I point that out already?
We
Check
did
it
at the
out.
beginning.
Fucking sick.
So
Speaking of butterflies, yeah.
Okay. Love it. Love it.
Let's simulate what a swastika looks like for the audience.
I mean, you just have to watch Blood Vessel,
Yeah,
and you'll
watch
see
the
plenty of
movie.
them. Speaking of... Okay.
How about this?
Okay, I'm listening.
My name is Brian, and you're watching Final Friday. Get it, Disney Channel?
Yes.
Take it.
Yes, yes, I did get it. It's a Nazi movie.
Yeah.
So...
What do you want me to do? This is history.
No, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
And it's a Nazi movie because we're actually going to get into the Nazi part right now. After they get the girl, they're going to start venturing through the ship. Oh my God, that had to be sticky.
No.
Do you have regrets?
Do I ever?
No. You know who's going to have
Man.
regrets? The German guy they find. Because they're going to find a German guy. He's going to point his gun at them. They're going to point their guns at him. They're going to tell... The guy's name is Jackson, the guy with the assault rifle. In the POWs. Is his name Jackson? Or did I make
Are
that
you
up?
talking about the black gentleman?
Yes. Is it not Jackson?
We call him Blackson?
I mean, maybe.
This is getting hardcore.
I actually don't remember his name. Let's call him Jackson.
Call him Jackson. We're going to go Jackson.
Okay.
Jackson.
I actually like his character.
Me too. Too bad he's going to be gone in 10 seconds.
That's fair.
So basically, they're going to be like, Jackson, lower your gun. And the German guy's going to start lowering his gun. It looks like we're going to add a different nationality to the BOW group until he sees Maya and he freaks out.
Yeah. You know what's interesting, though? I get the sentiment that Jackson, Blackson, was knew the Bigelow guy, the cook, right?
Mhm.
For
He
like
did.
a while,
He
for like
did.
15 years or something.
Well, he knew...
and he's like, I don't work for you anymore? Something like that.
yeah. Well, they also knew the captain. Like, they were friends with the captain.
I know, because Jackson was really torn up when the captain died, like more so than everybody else.
Yeah.
He knew.
So the German guy is going to freak out when he sees Maya, and he's going to start shooting, like, at Maya, but they don't know what he's doing. They're not communicating all different languages. But he's going to hit Jackson in the head, killing him. And then the Australian guy is going to fucking knife him. The German guy throws a knife right into that guy's chest.
The Russian guy?
No. Oh, it's the Russian guy who throws it, the knife?
Oh, I don't know who throws the knife.
It was either the Russian guy or the Australian guy throws the knife
Yeah,
and
it's one-
kills
it's one.
the German.
Yeah, because this German guy, he was literally terrified of the girl. He saw the girl,
Yes.
and he immediately was like trying to kill them. Of course, the language barrier didn't work. Yep, that's one dead kraut.
Yeah, I'm looking up the guy's name because I was like super curious now.
No, we established his name.
Oh no, it was Liddell Jackson.
Blackson.
So
Yeah. And Sinclair's the Australian guy, Bigelow is the cook, and you have the Prescott's the girl, the lady.
Yeah.
And Maya's the little girl who bit and is definitely, now that you get the sentiment that this girl is harboring something evil within herself.
yes, and they don't know what's going on. I think at this point, doesn't Faraday like? I think one thing we should mention that we haven't is before they found the German guy, they started finding dead bodies all over the ship.
Yeah, and the body, they find a decapitated person.
Yeah.
They find people that literally look like they've just rotted.
Yes,
Right?
they're just
And
they
there's
almost say
blood
they look
everywhere.
inside out.
Yeah. That's a good way to describe it. Inside out.
So we all hopped on a ship. Us, the boys. Who would take on what role? Who's the captain? Who's the cook? Who's the useless piece of shit?
Well, I'm the captain.
I am definitely not the cook.
You could fire up something.
I really can't.
Yeah.
So am I the cook?
God, no.
It's not you.
Who are we?
I'm the
Is it
eater,
just me?
'cause I have a great palate.
I think it's just the three of us.
Out of the three of us,
the homies, the boys.
So many people will rank.
yeah. So like, I think that the person that would really keep us alive would probably be our good friend Mike, because he's like the everyman handyman.
This is
Right.
true.
He'd be
Very
ma-
true.
he'd be
Very,
maintenance.
very true.
He'd be maintenance.
Oh, I just killed one.
We don't really have like
We
someone
have
that
a
could.
lot of really useless friends.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I can't think of a friend. I really can't. That could really take leadership. of
No,
our-
we're kind of a collective unit type thing.
Yeah, so I think we would be
like an organization.
leaders
Yeah.
by committee. But
We'd be a democracy.
what we could do is like, obviously navigation would not be me. I literally need a GPS for everything, so I
Yeah.
could not navigate. or
Even with the
steer boat.
GPS, you drive straight sometimes.
That's true. I get very distracted, so I would not be
Yeah.
navigating. Maybe I'd be the janitor. I'm tidy. I clean
Yeah,
things up.
yeah.
I'll probably be a dishwasher.
You do wash dishes.
You do. Yeah, this is
I'm good
true.
at that. It's like the
Okay.
one thing I'm good at.
Danny would cook.
Yeah, I'll just take the leader role. I'm just going to do it. I'm commandeering the leader role. I've commandeered it.
This is how you and you start.
Yeah. Oh, your brother, he could cook / be a leader because he's the golden child.
Wow, I'm the leader now. This is a mutiny. You're
What's
the first
that-
getting thrown off the
What's
ship.
that Tom Hanks movie?
Castaway.
Castaway?
God.
Oh, Captain Phillips.
Yeah, what is that one guy
Oh,
say?
Philadelphia?
Fucking
I'm the
Jesus.
captain now.
Yeah.
Move on. I hate you
Okay,
so much.
so Faraday's going to disappear, and that's bad.
He's just doing his own thing.
Yeah.
This weasel's doing his own thing. He wants that.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
And-
it always takes so long.
Yeah, so Faraday's going to disappear. At what point do they figure out Maya's a vampire?
It's when I think she just makes a turn
Yes.
at one point where she just starts. Doesn't she like?
They're stitching up the Russian
They're stitching up the Russian.
because you got hit by the German in the crossfire. That's it.
Correct. And you see the eyes come out. She got like these like possessed eyes, and she does attack somebody.
She attacks Miss Prescott and the Russian guy, and they fend her off.
Correct. At the same time, or around the same time, Sinclair and Bigelow are kind of investigating areas of the ship.
They're looking for Faraday as well.
And they find and spot artifacts
Yes.
and pictures that show like very prominent German soldiers with this ginormous box,
Which is clearly a sarcophagus.
it looks like
It's clearly a
it's a
sarcophagus.
giant. It looks like a giant coffin, but
It
it's
is.
like looks like a treasure chest. They also see a smaller chest with an insignia, but next to it there's another chest with like a cross, and could only be holy water.
Yeah.
Right. Like holy relics.
It's a box of relics. They call them relics.
And they both agree, and there's gold in there too.
Yeah.
And they both agree to keep it on the hush.
Yeah.
Keep it on the hush. I think Sinclair more for like hysteria purposes, but
And
the
Bigelow wants to keep
selfish
everything, which is going to be Bigelow's demise, because Bigelow's eventually going to creep into the sarcophagus room, and Daddy's going to awaken. Actually, I think he's called the Patriarch.
He is called the Patriarch, which I would assume that his wife
Is the matriarch,
is the matriarch.
not
It's
the
interesting.
thing from Gears of War.
Sure.
There's a matriarch in that
And
big enemy.
there's a ginormous, and I'm going to use this word, and I know it's the correct word, so don't fucking dare correct me.
Yeah, here we go.
It's a grimoire. And in the grimoire shows what the Stigats,
Yeah, the Stugats.
what the fuck is this fucking word that they use in Russian folklore? This bat-looking thing.
Yeah,
in there.
it's a bat.
and the
It's
Rus-
basically Nosferatu.
and Russian guy knows
I actually
because
wanna look
he's
up the
had
name now, too.
stories of what this thing is.
Yes. He's like, oh no, it's the Stugats. Except he doesn't say that. He says something else. What is the name?
Speaking of bats, we're like right around the corner right now from like Bat Central.
Yeah,
You remember those?
yeah.
By
I do.
the Frisbee park?
Bats like crazy over there.
Fucking
Bat-
everywhere.
Bats everywhere.
What are you on your phone for?
The
You want to see what
Stugats.
the name of this actual like creature is?
I think it's the Strigoi. That's it.
the Stigoi.
Strigoi. Right? It's STR.
STRI
GOI.
Strigoi.
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 Yeah, that's the creature, right? Oh, looks like it.
Looks like it.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a Strigoi.
Yeah.
Strigois.
That's gonna kill Bigelow.
Yeah, I mean, like, because it's chained. They break the chains. They
Yes.
open it up,
Yes.
and when they open it up, they
Break
don't
free from
this
the
thing is gonna just, like,
chains.
come. It is a coffin. It's gonna come out of the coffin, and it's just gonna fucking eat that guy's ass.
Mm-hmm. It's also going to then take the blood of its wrist and pour it over the matriarch and wake up the matriarch.
So now they got 2 Strigoi.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is the Strigoi has got like a direct, almost lifeline to Maya and any other people that have been possessed. So I gotta assume that a lot of these dead things were probably possessed at some point
Yeah.
for this thing.
Yes. Well, so we could get into that whole thing because Maya's going to, so Faraday's going to actually successfully call for help. So a ship is going to be coming towards them. But while he does that, Maya is going to jump and bite Faraday.
What if Maya keeps saying something throughout like the whole movie?
Oh, I don't know. I don't speak Strigoi.
She keeps saying like familiar or something.
Oh, yeah.
Family.
Family. La Familia.
Yeah, that's when they realized that she's Romanian. She's
Yeah.
like,
Because Transylvania is in Romania.
Mhm.
That makes sense. So then eventually the group is going to bump into Faraday, who is still alive, but he is being controlled by the matriarch. The patriarch. Not the matriarch. The
I'm
matriarch.
gonna be honest. I thought these fucking monsters were really cool.
I love the
Right?
long
Like-
fingers and the nails.
Like-
It's all very
Like,
menacing looking.
usually in these like low budget movies, these fucking monsters are very
We saw one,
unflattering the
Right.
way they look with their production
we saw
quality.
one good-looking villain, the guy from Metal Face.
Yeah,
Thought he looked really
he
cool.
did. He did.
Yeah, but it's rare.
Very.
And this movie's got 2 really cool looking ones. Ah, you fucking bug!
Yeah, this is.
I actually was just swiping the air. There was no bug there. I just wanted to see your reaction.
Oh,
And your reaction was the typical Mike G. Oh, there's bugs everywhere. Ah.
I'm literally getting eaten alive right now.
I'm doing my best.
Because you got that trash blood.
Oh,
I got that
please.
sweet ass blood.
Well, Strigoi wouldn't eat me then.
Yeah,
How's that make you feel? Okay,
Same.
Jen.
That's 2.
So the
Do you
group.
guys think Titanic 2 had a high budget?
No, that movie was literally garbage.
That shit, movie's garbage. Garbage.
Garbage.
Garbage.
So they're gonna kill Faraday
Mhm.
to stop the Strigoi connection.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna devise a plan to burn alive Maya.
I love this plan too. Love it. Love burning kids.
Yeah.
Kids.
It's very reminiscent of Nazi Germany.
Mm.
So there's like a lot of connections here.
A lot of
Right.
people died in that Holocaust shit.
I know, that's what I'm saying. The Nazis, that's what they did. Except these aren't the Nazis, they're the good guys. So it's like a
Yeah.
dynamic.
So basically what happens is, hey kid, you want some candy? It's in that room. Push her in later on fire.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
on,
kid.
minus the candy part, that's what happens. Then Miss Prescott disappears because she goes and lets out the matriarch and the patriarch because they're controlling her.
Yeah, 'cause she constantly checks out the bite mark, and it's obviously crawling like up her arm at this
Yeah.
point.
Until
Dude,
she
as soon
is
as she
controlled.
got bit, you fucking knew.
Yeah, and here's the thing. She gets jumped on by the patriarch when she... Whoa! Yeah, and I just assumed she was toast.
Ooh. What kind of toast?
The kind you smear blood on.
Yeah, he's on. It's off screen, but he fucking gets her.
Yeah, he fucking gets her. She fucking got. So now the Russian and the Australian are like, we got to find Miss Prescott, but we also got to do this. We got to blow up the ship. We can't let these things out. We got to go to the missile room.
Well, that's the thing. The plan is to go to the munitions room.
I call it the missile room.
Sure.
Mm.
And they're on like the main deck of the ship
Yeah.
at this point. And I know that Sinclair gets in a tussle with the matriarch.
Yes.
And he's going to die. And he's ready. She's ready because the whole thing is this thing can play off as someone. You can trigger your emotions. He's
Yeah.
playing off as his wife that
Yeah.
he hasn't seen in war in a while.
Yeah.
And her name is Jane. She ain't so bad for her age, honestly.
No.
Luring in Sinclair's getting to his knees almost because he thinks
Yeah.
it's his wife. But the Russian guy tells him, he's like, that's not your wife.
Yeah.
You fucking Aussie, you dingo bitch. That's not your wife. That's the matriarch. And then he looks back and it's clearly getting ready for a swipe.
Yeah.
But I think she gets shot.
He
shoots her.
He shoots her. The Russian shoots her, and then the Australian just cuts her head off.
He has an axe in his
A
hand.
good decap.
Clean off.
And of course,
We're losing
the
the
patriarch feels this. He feels this.
And he knows his wife is dead, his kid is dead, and now it's just him. So now they're going to go to the missile room, and it's going to be occupied by a bunch of the controlled Nazis.
Yeah.
And they're going to just bash their skulls in, kill them all, and then they're going to have to detonate the missile.
Yeah. And here's the problem. When they go into that munitions room, it is locked and loaded with these possessed Strigoi things.
Yes.
And they're going to fucking fuck them up.
Yeah.
But what you don't realize is that the Russian gets bit. And like almost instantaneously, that thing is pulsatingly.
Yeah. Well, he was bit like in
infected.
the neck-ish
Yeah,
area, so
so
I assume it's a
Probably an
quicker
artery.
turn. So
Probably
he
like
says he's going to stay behind. He's going to detonate the missile, and then the Australian could go find Miss Prescott and get off the ship.
Gotta blow the ship.
Yeah.
Kick it off.
So the Australian will find Miss Prescott, but before they get off, the Patriarch is going to try to control the Russian to stop him from hitting the thing, but he's able to fight it off, hits it, blows up the whole ship. Miss Prescott and the Australian jump off the ship, and you
In the
think the
water.
day is saved. Everyone's
do.
happy. No, because we all know Miss Prescott is the bad. She is
Yes.
the Patriarch now.
Yeah, it's true.
So the British ship that was called for is going to show up, and Miss Prescott is going to kill the Australian,
Go
just
Sinclair.
rip his neck off.
Takes us
In-
healthy bite.
In
Yeah.
the boat, like that little that they're in, fucking just bites him. It actually has a cool scene where he just like falls down.
Yeah, into the water. They're going to pick up Miss Prescott, and then she's just going to kind of peer at the camera like, I'm about to eat this entire ship. I'm feasting today.
Yeah.
And that's...
And they're
that's the
gonna
movie.
set up Blood Vessel too, which
Yeah.
is not a real movie, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either. It doesn't need a sequel, though.
No.
It was good where it was.
Sure.
And
Oh, we're doing this already. Holy shit.
if you can't see, that's 3 thumbs up. I know it got a little dark during this recording,
Yeah.
but 3 thumbs up. We went a little longer than we expected.
Yeah, no,
Don't blame it on me. I know you want to. Don't do
It's
it.
100% your
it's
fault.
a solid movie.
GNN took up half the episode.
It's a deal of that. It develops, you know.
Yeah.
It's a developmental movie. I think each character is purposeful. Nothing is wasted. The movie's got really high production quality for a low budget
does.
Yeah.
movie. I think they had like one scene of CGI when the actual thing is like catching on fire
Yeah,
at that one point.
but everything is good. I really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah.
It got maybe like Mike said, it was a little slow at
Started
the
a
beginning, but it's still
Slow
the
burn.
characters are interesting enough that you stay interested to when it gets good. So yeah, all 3 of us are recommending it. Something that
Watch
doesn't
it.
happen often.
The ending is fantastic.
Yeah, watch it on Tubi. The movie's really solid. Other than that, I mean, next week we have a real just juggernaut of a film, and I'll tell you exactly what it is once Shane pulls that. shit
Yeah,
up.
that's what I was making sure. We are reviewing, I can't believe I'm going to say this, Sharkensaw Women's Prison Massacre.
Yep, that's a movie on Tubi as well. Watch it, then check out our review, and we'll be talking women that break out of prison. Some are bad, some are good, and this movie has Dominique Swain in it. She's in something.
And you'll be able to see me at the end of the next review because we'll have lights.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's just call it.
Let's
It's
do
done.
it.
It's
Let's
dark.
do it.
We're outside.
This is what happens when you do GNN for 15 minutes.
Not my fault.
DNA.
You're lucky I didn't go longer.
Oh my god.
The worst segment we've ever done.
www.thefinalpodcast.com. Jaden will be back next week.
That's right.
Of course it will.
How long?